Yeah, I remember that night. That was at Riley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raleigh. We came back and we decided to go to a liquor store and we sat right there on the front porch and I finished a whole bottle of Johnny Walker Red.
Dude,
We
I always knew
like
you
that
were
the Will
drunk.
Ferrell's the Scotchy Scotch
Yeah. Watch it
down in
go
my belly,
down into my belly.
down into
Yeah.
my belly.
I always knew you were drunk whenever you started bumming smokes for me. Like,
That's
come here.
right. That's
Yeah.
it, yeah. And I haven't I haven't done that in a really long time.
That's good, dude.
Yeah.
I
So
haven't,
like
dude. I
if
quit
anybody
smoking.
ever sees me bumming smokes, I'm drunk as fuck.
Yeah, that's a Joey Scotch drunk. That's how I know
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
'Cause I do like the scotch. The scotch is really good. So
Oh man, I got it. Stacy's into it too. Yeah, you guys were talking about that's why they got that the Johnny Walker.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was yeah. We finished that whole thing too.
Yeah.
Just straight
Yeah.
on ice. Like no, I mean ice didn't even melt barely.
Yeah, barely. It was cold out, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
remember we were just out on the front
we sit
porch,
right there on the
but
front porch,
yeah.
man. Chill, dude.
Great times, man. Great times.
Hell
But
yeah.
hey, let's get into some fucking sports talking. God, I hope I got far enough.
NFL draft.
Oh, here we go. Ugh. Like, I'd rather talk about whatever the hell Chevy was talking about and not look at that BS over there and that wannabe pinstripes.
Oh, at least for red, white,
You
and
know,
blue
do
though.
you not see what's over me? Like,
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
yeah, you see
Good
this?
luck with
Man, remember what happened
good luck.
last
Good luck
season?
with that.
I don't
Hey,
hear anything
hey,
about your. I don't want to hear
I'm
anything
trying to
about
get
my
hyped up
Sox
for
wins.
baseball season. This
yeah, we
season,
gotta
hyped
hey,
up.
tomorrow's a new day,
Yeah.
okay? Next season's we still suck. The Sox are gonna suck so
It,
fucking bad, dude. It's so
it is.
bad.
Yeah.
It's, but I have the '04 championship ring. '05, sorry.
Oh yeah.
'04. Yeah. When they beat the Astros.
Yeah.
So
Cheaters.
at least everyone can come together on that. Like the last time the Astros really got their asses stomped in the World Series was by the White Sox. So
Yeah. We
you're
say.
welcome.
Yeah. We say deserved.
When it was
Right.
the NFL
Yeah.
draft.
All right.
Here
So
we go.
let's get into college football and not only just college football, but Chevy, you had some notes last time that we didn't get into because I think it was probably ranting about this, that, the other thing. So let's start with that, man. Hit me with some notes. I wanna be able to just go fresh off the top.
You seen the running back transfer from Tulane that just transferred to Oregon a couple days ago?
So he went from the
Like,
Green Wave to
to
the
Oregon.
the Ducks.
Yeah.
No, no. Why did he?
But so left pretty much left Tulane, class of 22, so he's only been in the league in the NCAA about 2 years now. So
Sophomore.
he's moving towards his junior year. But I think he's the fastest running back in the portal.
And he's going to Oregon.
He's going to Oregon.
Why? Like, I mean, if you're that good, I mean, why would you go to
So
Oregon? Like,
if
it doesn't.
you just look at the way he was carrying that Tulane offense last year, it was insane. He deserves
Okay.
to go. He
Yeah.
deserves to go play for Dan Lanning. He deserves a good coach and a good chance to win.
You think Oregon's a good chance to win?
Yeah.
I mean,
They
they've proven,
always got a good chance to win every year.
but they never do it. That's their problem. They don't ever do it. I mean, they look good. I mean, if you're going there to get like 14 jerseys, you're gonna get it. Like, cool. But
Cool
I mean,
shoes.
yeah.
The
I
beanie.
mean, yeah, dude, you're gonna get hooked the fuck up when it comes to threads. But as far as winning a national championship, like I think Notre Dame has a better chance of winning, and this is beyond this year.
Fandom.
Yeah, has a better chance of winning a national championship before Oregon does.
I still feel
Personally.
like you still got to look at the fact that Oregon produces so much NFL talent.
They do. They do, but that doesn't necessarily that's just like the
Compared.
Heisman doesn't mean that you're gonna transition to a great NFL talent. It's kind of like just because I mean, well, your college could be good, but you're not. it's like your NFL type worthy, but it doesn't work in the college football league.
Mhm.
It works better. I'm
Little
trying to
Tebow,
yeah, like Tebow, like fantastic. And then
fantastic.
vice versa. Like there's guys that are NFL ready, but because the way college football is set up, they're just like if they were a running quarterback, they would be better. Does
Demarcus
that make
Russell, him
sense?
was big guy, or
Oh God, don't even get
Demarcus
me
Russell,
started on
maybe
him.
maybe one of those big.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I still feel bad for Raiders fans to this day.
yeah.
They were so
Raiders
bad.
fans have been jilted for a long time though when it comes to draft picks.
Dude, they make
Like
it's
it's
their ownership.
like last draft, Michael Penix when he went number 8.
I
That
like
that made me die of laughter. That was so. I was happy because I'm a Panthers fan and they're in my division and they just wasted a draft pick on a third round quarterback.
you don't like Penix?
I like Penix.
I love Penix.
Okay, I like
I like
Penix.
Michael Vick, and I keep comparing. That's what I
I
keep
like
comparing him
Penix,
to.
but I don't feel like he was worth going 8 at 25 years old when they just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, $180 million deal.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that was a bad decision. That was on Atlanta. They should have left Kirk in the rest of the year and sat Penix behind him. Because I mean, you already weren't gonna go anywhere. And I am a firm believer of high drafted quarterbacks need to sit behind veteran NFL quarterbacks for at least one season. Like, I understand the desperation with some organizations like the Win Now, like, you know, we got him on a rookie contract, we're going to start him. But I think that breaks at least half of the talent, because there are some quarterbacks that never survive that. Like
Yeah,
that just get thrown into the fire and they just go to nothing. But then I
Heath
think that
Schuler.
which one?
I was kidding. I'm just
Oh,
throwing randos up there. I said he's Schuler, but it was a joke, a Tennessee joke. It's all good.
no, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Aaron Rodgers sat. He sat behind Brett Favre. Like, and I mean, look what he's done. I mean, don't look at what he's done lately, but
I mean, maybe
Depends
they're
on who
trying
you
to
are.
take advice from the Panthers, and when they sat Bryce Young for Sam
that
Darnold,
was
that was the best move they could have made. I was so happy with
no
that.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
And Andy Dalton came in there and did super good. I mean, he was such a good quarterback to come off of, you know.
He's he's a good backup, Kevy. Um, at the beginning of the season when we started this podcast, I said that Bryce Young is needs to just sit, bench, go away. I wasn't behind him at all. And I knew Andy Dalton needed to come in there and do something. And I said that Andy Dalton was going to at least give you 2 games. He's going to at least give you 2 games, and then you needed to figure something out. And that's all he did. And what they figured out was they put Bryce Young back in, and apparently he learned a lesson and for some reason he finished the fucking season on fire. And I think Carolina has something really good in that kid.
Cooking over
Yeah.
there. They
So
I,
really do.
I like to know what the lesson was. I mean, it wasn't humility because he's a upstanding guy. Like he really took the hits. He sat down on the bench. He realized that was his spot. He needed to take some
He
advice.
he learned
He
not to.
learned.
Yeah,
Mhm. Can respect that.
he learned to
right?
appreciate his pocket time and appreciate the fact that he has so much time in the pocket and the
With
fact
the
that he
offensive
didn't last
line,
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
the offensive line for Carolina is really really good.
And I mean, it's like almost something clicked because he was doing almost the same thing at the beginning of the season, just not completing the passes, or just he would turn the wrong way when he would scramble. And, after Andy Dalton did what he did and then fucked it up and got benched, and Bryce Young comes back, Bryce Young comes back at the same time. Thielen comes back too. That helps having a veteran wide
Yes,
receiver with
yes,
great hands.
yes. Let's not
Uh,
forget about the man Thielen.
yeah, because Thielen, I mean, if you watch the tape, those first couple games, Thielen was making some outstanding catches that were like Bryce Young was throwing. There
Game
were,
saving, yeah. If
yeah,
it
saving
wasn't
his
for
ass.
Thielen, Bryce wouldn't have made it through the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that helps him. I'm not to take anything away from Bryce Young because he definitely got better.
But
Those kind of passes went away.
there was some throws that Bryce Young did throw that Adam Thielen did save.
Yeah.
Like there's some overthrows that Adam Thielen was just able to reach up and just grab into some way.
Mhm.
I feel like Adam Thielen was a big part of
Right.
his
Well,
progression and his development throughout the season.
I
we're
think.
fans here, but we won't talk about the losers this season.
Okay. All right. I don't know how we got onto this subject, but we can
That's what I'm
backtrack.
saying. I was like,
Yeah.
I got a feeling
Fuck, we're going way off.
we're not making
Chevy.
on our timestamp here.
Back on the transfer portal.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go on your next subject. I don't
Oh,
even know what time we started. What, 10 minutes ago? We'll say 10
yeah,
minutes.
that's about 10.
What about Eric? You familiar with Eric Singleton Jr. from Georgia Tech?
No, what did he do?
Wide receiver just transferred to Auburn.
Why would he do that?
The NIL.
NIL,
Okay.
and he is a huge playmaker to put beside Cam Coleman and that elite wide receiver core that Auburn's got. A deep threat. Cam Coleman's a big physical guy. He's also quick, but Eric Singleton's that deep, quick, speedy guy that you need that can run them streak routes. And then you got the big physical guy in Cam Coleman that can be just making them really aggressive catches. And they got that really nice 1-2 punch from the wide receivers right there. And I feel like that was a really good pickup by Auburn.
Is he from around that area?
I'm not too sure if he is or not.
Because it seems like when guys that are that talented go to schools that don't immediately pop up on my radar, like immediately like, oh, they're gonna be a fucking front runner. It kind of makes me think like, the nil comes into play.
Yeah,
So like, is he from that area? Because guys that are from the areas that of these big name schools that are, talented, position players are probably going to make more money playing close to home, right? I would figure.
I mean,
yeah.
he was a 4-star
Boosters.
recruit. He was a 4-star recruit in his class.
Okay. So Auburn picks this guy up, and now they have a speedy wide receiver core, like you were saying. Where does that put Auburn next year as compared to
It still
what they
doesn't.
did this
I
year?
still don't feel like it still puts them right there until they have a good quarterback.
Okay.
So, just still,
Damn, if they just would have kept Bo Nix longer. What'd he do? 1 year at his father's alum?
Yeah, but yeah, he's progressing pretty well.
Yeah.
That's
And
for
then he went to Oregon, and then now he's in Denver and took
sure.
them to a playoff. First time since fucking
Playoffs.
man, playoff.
Playoffs.
Playoff.
dude,
Fucking that stupid ass commercial.
another wide receiver. We got Zach Branch from USC, the 5-star, like the big
Oh.
#1 player.
Southern California or South Carolina USC? What are we talking here?
The real USC, the Southern California, like
Okay. I said the real
South
USC.
Carolina
You're
USC.
talking to a Notre Dame fan here, so I don't give a
Yeah,
shit. You can shit all over USC all
either
you want.
either one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But so there was all kinds of talks about us being Vols fans. I was so on the train of him coming to play with Nico Iamaleava. I was so excited about that, and we were trying our hardest to land a visit. And he went down with his brother to Miami and took a visit. Didn't like it there. Went to Georgia. Freaking next day, committed to Georgia with his
How
brother.
the hell do you visit Miami, not like it, and then go to Georgia and be like, this is where?
That's what I gotta wonder.
What the
What kind
fuck?
of time did they show you in Georgia?
Yeah.
That was better than the time they showed you in Miami, Florida.
Right. Dude, like, I don't know. I'm
It
just a
happens.
civilian, but I don't know, man.
Hey,
I would much rather
Like, it'd be a little bit cooler if they were closer to, closer to Georgia or something, or like closer to the coast, like closer to the beach and stuff. But they live
Yeah.
in the middle of bumfuck Egypt.
hey,
Like,
Mick,
Yeah.
ask homeboy about the Tennessee Vols transfer portal. How many people we lost?
Oh, let me guess. Let me guess. Can I guess a number?
Yeah, you know,
I got to pull up the exact number, but
Okay.
let him do some statistics real
All right.
quick.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
he
I'm
had-
gonna I'm gonna guess 15.
wow.
It's not gonna be as much as Marshall because remember what happened to Marshall?
yeah,
Yeah,
they lost their head coach and lost everybody.
They
everybody.
lost everyone and they couldn't play in their bowl game. They cost
How
that
freaking
team
awful! Yes.
millions of dollars. Like that school was gonna get paid because that's what happens when you go to bowl games. You get
Yeah.
paid millions of dollars. But because they couldn't attend, I'm assuming, yeah, they did. That school did
Or
not get paid
yeah.
that money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you don't work,
That's
you don't get
fucked
paid.
up.
It was 15.
Oh,
High five, big homie. I wouldn't expect anything else from Johnny.
look at the Irish.
As
Look at
of
the
December
Irish.
as of December
Oh,
29th,
oh, Petey
2024.
Pablo, North Carolina,
Take your shirt off. We're in the air like a helicopter.
like a helicopter. Yeah, yeah.
As of
Wow.
29th of 2024, there was
You
15.
guys lost. Okay. I don't want to. You probably don't have the notes, but I'm curious as to how many stayed in the SEC and how many left,
Uh, there was a
or
lot of
if they're
okay,
still
so
in
like
purgatory.
Squirrel White, our starting wide receiver that we had. Uh, he kind of left us and went to FSU, went to Florida State.
Ugh, why would you do that?
Left us, went to Florida State. We lost.
That's like jumping into a volcano.
Yeah.
We lost a
Don't be a Joe.
couple running
Tom
backs.
Hanks.
Uh,
Sorry, Chevy. Go ahead.
it's all good.
We're old. We get old Joe.
Yeah.
There's a few running backs. Like there's a Khalifa Keith. He went to App State. Todd Selden went to Virginia Tech and moved to receiver.
Now we did get some 5-star. We did get some pretty
Mhm.
big recruits, but we lost.
We lost. We gained 3 and lost 12.
Yeah.
Tennessee
I think
started out.
if the scales were to go for the Vols, it's going to go like this on what we lost and kind of what we gained back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tennessee looked, I mean, at the beginning of this year, they looked like they would be all right. I don't know.
So good. And then Nico decided to throw 15 touchdowns throughout the season. 13 of them came through his first 6 games.
I didn't even finish my sentence. And he was
I hate Nico Iamaleava so much.
if you want to talk about the Vols or the Cubs,
you hate him so much, you pronounce his name correctly just to make
absolutely.
sure this is going to count.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about the Vols or the Cubs? Chevy's got you.
Oh,
Like, I just want,
I'd rather talk about the Vols.
I just want
Yeah, me too.
I just want to hurry up and we already have 2 5-stars coming in 2026 and 25. So this year we got 5-star George McIntyre, and he's from Tennessee. He stayed home. He stayed in Tennessee. 5-star elite quarterback. It's like number 2 in his class. I'm pretty sure number 2 or 3 in his class. He'll be pretty set up. If Nico doesn't perform the way we like, I could see him coming in and playing a couple games. But and then we also have Fazion Brandon from Greensboro, North Carolina. He played at Grimsley. He's number.
Where's Graysboro?
About an hour from us.
It's about right below.
And you guys are
right
near.
below Virginia, right
Yeah.
below Virginia.
Yeah,
Don't dox
Can't
yourself.
represent nothing from our town.
Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, I don't think they gave you guys enough attention. I mean, they're paying more attention to those wildfires out in LA than they're
it's nuts.
giving you guys in North Carolina.
It's really wild that we were driving up the interstate a couple of days ago, and we're probably 2 hours away from where it's really bad.
Yeah.
So like we saw people still driving up interstate with generators and and then we saw
Now.
yeah, there was about 7 trucks with Amish Amish people, and they had those mini houses, and each trailer had two mini houses on them, and there were 7 trucks, and they were all headed up the mountain. They were all Amish. They built these houses, and these
What?
houses, yeah,
So
like there's
the
tiny
Amish
homes,
are
yeah,
building tiny homes
tiny
for
homes. Yep.
those that have lost their
Uh,
houses due to that
yeah, we
hurricane.
do. We got a influx of Amish people in the area. Built a lot of furniture here. We have a lot of
We have an Amish furniture store here
yeah.
too.
We used to
Dude, that's
have
good
big
furniture.
yeah. We used to have big furniture companies here, and then it all went out of business and went to Mexico. So once the business left here, then the Amish came in and they're building furniture and doing things, but they devoted all their time to go straight up there, and they're building tiny homes and
That's
wood
the shit, dude.
stoves.
Have
Dude,
you ever seen? Have you ever seen?
nobody's talking about that. Like, why the fuck aren't we like talking
That's what
about
I'm
the
saying.
Amish building tiny homes and carting them up like it's the fucking Ozark Trail?
With no cars.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
exactly, sir.
treating
With
it
they're
like the Oregon Trail.
no cars, these people are finding time for their own people in their own area to build tiny homes and build wood stoves and build wood and build just roads basically.
yeah.
Everybody's chipping in, but it's there's a lot
Everyone
of places
except for
that
the people
are
that should
really bad.
be.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of places that are really bad.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of places are really bad, and it was like they were getting everybody around here was getting $750 a piece.
Yeah. A lot of bullshit.
That's
Well,
how that's what we were looking at. So, but
I'm glad to see you guys are doing well, and I'm sorry for those that are still suffering from that
yeah,
bullshit. And it should get more attention than the
Asheville got a
millionaires out
worse.
there.
but I mean, everybody suffers, and I'm sure there's more people up there that are suffering than just the millionaires. But
I know, but
you bet you, gotta,
there were more millionaires that got affected by fires than there
yeah,
were
there's definitely
that
more millionaires in
yeah,
Los
yeah,
Angeles, California, than there is in fucking Marion, North Carolina. Marion,
exactly.
California, or
Marion
fuck,
County.
Los
Los
Angeles,
Angeles.
Uh,
California, and Marion, North Carolina.
so let's get back to sports. Let's get back to sports. Speaking on the transfer portal, I think the biggest one that we haven't talked about yet was Carson Beck.
That's what we're.
He sits. He
I called it.
sits.
I called it that he was going to Miami.
Did you? I mean,
Well,
like, okay, I don't know. I don't remember it being on tape, but I mean, the guy, he sits because of what he thought he was going to be drafted into the NFL. Um, so he doesn't play against Notre Dame. And so some Georgia fans would argue that that's why Notre Dame won. Anyway, and then I guess his draft stock drops.
I guess he
And
realized that he was a fifth round pick.
right? Yeah, like because he's old. Like
yeah.
he's old. Like I don't know. Like there hasn't been a good reputation for old college quarterbacks making it into the NFL. I think there was a dude from Kansas State that played backup for a very long time. He was originally drafted by the Yankees and like was on their like their AAA team for whatever. But
Tom,
anyway, yeah. But yeah, so Carson Beck,
I got a Brandon Whedon Browns jersey.
that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, Brandon Whedon. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Brandon Whedon.
He was originally drafted by the New York Yankees in baseball.
That's funny. I was at the I was at the Goodwill one day and I saw a Browns jersey and I was like, I gotta get it. I don't care who it is. And it's Brandon Whedon.
Dude, yeah. Well, I mean, it could be one of so many Browns fucking random quarterbacks at this point.
Gosh.
Dude,
Like
they've had so many.
if
So,
somebody even a Browns fan, could you even like
I mean, everyone's seen the meme where it's like the guy has the quarterback list like and pieces of tape and the guy's name written on the back of his jersey, and it's like each quarterback. Yeah, and it's just yeah, it's garbage. But yeah, good luck, Cleveland Browns.
all right, back to the port.
Carson Beck. So he drops back into the transfer portal. Miami picks him up. pays him 4 million out of nil. And now I'm seeing reports that his total nil is nearly $10 million.
Do you know another reason why he went there is because his girlfriend's there too.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's not
Oh,
plays
he's
plays
fine.
basketball.
His girlfriend's a basketball player for the Hurricanes.
Haley
I
Cap.
I did not know this.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
he's
Haley Cap.
following.
yeah, she's got a twin sister, and she dates Jake Ferguson, the tight end for the Cowboys.
Okay. And all right. Wait. All right. Shit. Whew, this is some drama. Okay. She has a twin. And where did Ferguson go to? Did he go to Miami as well?
No, I don't think so. They
No.
went to. They were originally at TCU, and then they transferred to Miami. So they
So
probably
he's following some poon.
he's following some.
He realized
He wants some of that cooch cooch.
some
How
little.
long has he been with her?
Like a couple months.
Jesus Christ.
He's a Travis Hunter.
Holy shit. Yeah, except he's just not a wasted Heisman.
Yeah. Uh,
So, okay, so Carson Beck, like, do you think this, regardless of the money he's going to make, I understand the decision with the money. I totally understand the decision to follow the Poonanny
yeah.
because I mean, if the Poonanny comes with a paycheck, you're fucking going, right?
I
Plus,
mean,
it's South Beach, fucking great, dude.
yeah.
Um, but do you think he does anything in the NFL if he even goes to the NFL? No. No, you don't think he does? Like,
No,
No,
there's no way. There's no way.
no, I'm not saying this year. Like, whenever Carson Beck decides that he's going to declare
Yeah, I
himself for
know.
the
It's just
draft,
he's just not. He's just not. You could see the way that NIL's taking over his life, and the reason, and you saw that how he passed up an opportunity to go play in the NFL to go play with his girlfriend and get money.
that sounds pretty fucking good to me.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Exactly, but that proves
So
And
what
less
type of
chance of
he's
quarterback
down
he
to
CTE.
is. That proves what type of quarterback
he's
he
down to
is.
graduate next year,
Next year.
and then who's he probably looking to go to?
Shit.
Where he
How
go?
does next year?
I could see the Raiders.
I mean, but he's not going to be.
I could see the Saints. I could see.
I just don't see him being that draft pick.
I see him
I
going
see him
like
second round, low, high second round, low
I
second.
don't. I think it all depends on how he plays in Miami next year, and I don't have high expectations for him.
Mm,
I really don't. I think Cam Ward did the best he could with what he had this year. And even then, I mean, he wasn't that great of a quarterback. The tape I was watching with Cam Ward was he made a lot of big throws, but he didn't make a lot of good throws. There were a couple times he would get one, he would seam it in there, but other than that, like he didn't really impress me much.
It seemed like it was Xavier Restrepo running a lot of deep routes.
Yeah, it was more talented wide receivers, and maybe a good offensive line, but Cam Ward didn't. He just, as far as Heisman Trophy, I think he deserved it more than Travis Hunter, but he didn't. As
I
far as
don't
a
think he's on.
quarterback, he wasn't the best quarterback in the Heisman run.
no,
No, I don't think Cam Ward's going one either.
I think they were
No,
just excited to see somebody like from a different team, a different conference, somebody different. Here comes Cam Ward out of nowhere.
yeah.
Basically,
I mean, he looks like I don't know. Maybe it's because of the name and maybe the skin color, but I immediately think Cam Newton with him. Like, is that
immediately.
I
like?
think
Is it not kind of remind you, other than the
Yeah, I
inability to
get that.
scramble,
Yeah,
but like the way he's really good at times, but then he's also really bad at times. And that's I don't know. I don't know. That's where I'm
and I
trying to
think
go
I
with
think
him.
that's what the basic denominator for all this college, the college playoffs right now, is the quarterback. And I think Riley Leonard's playing the best out of all of them. So when
Dude.
you break it down, man, that dude's playing some serious ball.
Okay. Cam Ward is about 3 inches shorter and weighs about 20 less pounds than him.
Then Cam Newton?
Yeah.
Okay, at the same time?
Yeah.
Or okay.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure at the same time.
I mean, that's not too far off. I mean, 3 inches.
That's still a big guy.
That's a whole lot. You know,
That's
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah,
but Cam
I'm
Ward,
5'5", 170. So let's think about this one. 170.
I mean, Cam Ward wasn't the one stealing computers at Florida. So
dude, dude, can you imagine the dirtiest shit that was going on back then? Behind yeah. Like,
yeah,
all that nil crap, that's how it all started, was all that back, all
all
that
that
crap was still going on. All
yeah,
that backdoor strippers, bringing these 5-star recruits to your school.
blue chips.
Yeah, yeah. It was, I mean, yeah, I mean, they made fucking movies out of it. Of course it's happening.
Yeah,
But
I'm still a Anthony Hardaway fan, and Shaq for that matter, for that movie.
dude, that movie was the shit. I need to go back and watch it. Nick Nolte
Oh,
before, blue
yeah.
chips. I mean, but
Nick Nolte, Shaq, Anthony Hardaway,
yeah, Penny.
Benny.
Uh, who's the other ones? Fuck, I can't remember.
White boy in there too, I think.
Yeah, I probably played for the Pacers.
Named Steve Kerr or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, those are the Bulls.
He played for the Wisconsin
So,
Badgers.
Chevy, do you have any more notes from last time that we didn't get to?
let's see. Let me check.
Because I have a
We
breaking
covered
update.
last time. We covered John Mateer, right? That quarterback from Oklahoma. We covered him. Got the NIL money from Oklahoma. Got paid 22.7 just to go. Just on him, but I'm pretty sure we talked about him last time.
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers.
That's who I was about to talk about.
He said if you had any more notes, he had something he wanted to talk about. You guys are on the same page.
Yeah. Quinn Ewers just declares for the draft.
I saw it a couple hours ago, and I was like, can't believe we were just talking about this the other day, and it just happens to come up the day of the whole podcast that we were doing another podcast that happened that Quinn Ewers declared for the draft.
Yep.
It's funny
That's why we do this.
last week.
That's why we do this. We're predicting the future. Oh, sorry, Vader. So what does this mean for Quinn immediately? Where do you think this puts him in the draft as far as quarterbacks that are number
Second
2?
round.
Second round?
Second round QB, I have the Giants taking him in the second round.
You know what? I don't see that being a bad pick for the Giants.
I have the Giants I have first couple picks in the mock draft kind of sorted out. Like I have Shadur going 1, Cam Ward going 2, and then I got Travis Hunter going 3. Because I would
To
have
who?
Oh,
No, Travis. Shadur has talent. Travis,
going to the Giants.
Shador's going to Dallas.
yeah.
He's not going to Dallas.
Travis,
Dallas with Dion.
yeah. See that's a subject I'm gonna jump into here in a minute because that's gonna be my rant with the whole Dion thing. As far as Travis Hunter is concerned, like I understand he won the Heisman, but he won the
I think
Heisman.
for the
It
Giants.
was no, you don't get Travis. There are better wide receivers out because you're not going to use that guy as a cornerback and a wide receiver. You're going to draft him as a wide receiver because he's better at that. So I don't foresee
My opinion, I
him
feel
going
like
that high.
Teratoa McMillan from Arizona, I feel like he's a better receiver than Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Travis Hunter.
Panthers.
I just like Travis Hunter because he's a wide receiver cornerback, kind of both. But There's so many players that there's some players I've been able to do that. Like Charles Woodson, he did that. What in '98? He did that right. Charles Woodson
So in the NFL?
in college.
Yeah,
College,
yeah, in college it's great.
exactly.
Yeah.
He won.
These
He won
players
the
get
Heisman.
taken.
Sorry,
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
yeah. He won.
Yeah,
He won the Heisman over Peyton Manning with that.
yeah. But what I'm saying is it doesn't transition to the NFL. The two-way playing doesn't work that way. So I think that when you make him a one-dimensional player, it drops him further in the draft. Like, because what do you draft him as a cornerback? Because if you do, like you're looking sixth round, probably fifth round.
I wonder what
Uh,
they're gonna say
what?
this draft. Like, I wonder if they're going to say wide receiver or cornerback.
Right. Well, whatever team don't they have to specify the position
Yeah,
because they're holding a roster spot.
yeah, roster spot.
I've
So
seen things where he's going to play corner. I've seen things that he's going to play wide receiver, but I just
I mean, if a team drafts him, they have to say we're going to draft him as a wide receiver because that's our roster slot. I don't know exactly how it works, but I figure, I mean, because you only have a certain amount of people you can have on an active roster, right? Now, is it position specific or is it just number of people?
Well, I would think it would be position specific, just like in the military. Like you come
Right?
airborne school or air assault school or any of these schools or whatever, they're going to tell you like, hey, we got so many positions and we do have positions open, but we have X amount of slots for an E5 or X amount of slots for an E6.
Exactly.
You have to be more specific and how those slots fit into, I guess, your draft program in a way.
Right? So if you draft Travis Hunter, I would think he would go higher as a wide receiver.
I would think the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, I would think I'd run him as a corner. I mean, there's out of the receivers that are in the draft, don't you think?
Mhm.
The receivers that are in the draft that are available above him, and you could take him as a corner, like you said, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. Take him down the road as a corner.
Okay.
I don't really see anybody taking him as a receiver.
Right. I would think that he did better in college as a wide receiver than he did as a cornerback, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Travis Hunter's a good corner, but I feel like he. How many pass interference calls did he have? I heard it was a lot. Like
It
he
was just,
uh, he's a shirt puller.
yeah.
I think
I get it.
maybe the fact that he played so many downs in both positions blew him up. Not how well he did in the other position. That
Also, I think that and also his head coach being fucking Deion Sanders like puts a lot. I mean, there's a Deion light that happens, and I think that it played a big part in him getting the Heisman this year because I mean, I'm gonna jump into Deion right now. Deion Sanders needs to cut the fucking cord when it comes to his son. That dude has only coached his son. And I don't understand why Shador doesn't want to get out from under his father's shadow because he's stuck in it. He's stuck in it. He's been in it his entire fucking life. And now he's talking like, oh, Shador isn't going to go to any of these teams because it's forbidden. Like
he
the
should,
Jets, the
yeah,
Raiders.
the Browns, the Raiders, the
Yeah.
Jets. Yeah.
I mean, this is your dad coming out saying like you can't go to like
Well,
yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
sure.
what's his name. The balls dad, Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar Ball's dad. Yeah, the Ball family from fucking NBA.
Yeah,
Same fucking situation, only Dion was actually good. So, but I mean,
and
at what point do you just get so mad that you just want to be like, Dad, let me have my own life. Because Dion's going to the NFL next year. It's been all over my feeds. He's
Yeah.
been, there's been talk about Dallas. There's been talk about fuck wherever, dude, wherever's open position. Dion's the talk. And guess what? He wants to bring his son up and draft him. Of course, that's what's going to happen. I mean,
Bro.
that's what he did when he went from Jacksonville State to Colorado. He brought the entire fucking team. So,
That's the
like,
reason why they did so bad. Because they brought in an entire FCS school to a Big 12 conference.
yeah, a weak Big 12 conference, mind you. I
Yeah.
mean, when
I mean, but it's
you're
not a
that conference
weak
went weak as
conference,
shit
but
when your two biggest powerhouses left for the SEC and OU in Texas. And then Arizona State wins the Big 12. When was the fucking last time that happened? Scatterboo, props to that kid. But I mean, I think Colorado's been overhyped all year. Did he turn that program around? Yeah, I'm sure he did. I mean, it happens. It happens when you bring someone you've coached your entire fucking life and you can input. He's his little robot. Shador is Dion's fucking little robot. It's his mini me. And that's my rant. Sorry. Fucking cut the cord, Dion.
Yeah.
Let Shador have his own life.
I saw that he was just cutting teams out. Like he's got a whole nother team to worry about. All these other players to worry about. But he's gonna sit here right here and cut the
Yeah.
Browns, the Jets, no interviews. Period.
He's talking about this guy is the head coach of the Colorado Buffalo fucking college football team. And all he's talking about is how his son isn't going to play for this team or that team in the NFL. He's not talking about how he's trying to better that fucking Buffs program. Like, don't ask me about that stuff with my son. Ask me about my position as a head coach. That would be the kind of
Dad,
stuff I would expect from my head coach, right?
right? Or has his dad? Just be his dad for a minute, man.
Johnny, do you happen to be a 35-year-old white woman drinking that White Claw?
In a Ford Loco badass fucking. Do you see this thing? Look at that. That's a koozie. It's
Hey,
a it's a full glove koozie.
it's like
That's so cool. That's actually so cool.
it's like
Yeah.
workaholics. We just duct tape the fucking 40s to our hands.
Yeah. And yes, I am because
Hell,
I've gone down too many alcohol roads and I figured this one is the least calorie because Chevy with alcohol, it's not about the journey, it's about the destination. So if I can get there with not getting as fat as I used to, then I'll take it that way.
I've had a couple. I've
So
had a couple journeys.
we don't need to talk about that because you're not of it. Yeah, we all used to sneak drinks.
yeah, they do. Kids and viewers.
Dude, I used to like I was the youngest of nine kids. I used to ask my parents like if they could buy me booze. And that happened once and yeah, never again. So then I figured out I could go to my brothers and sisters and perfect. So yeah, don't I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. Don't steal booze from your parents.
Yes.
It only ends up,
Don't put water back in the vodka bottle. It never works.
dude, I didn't know what alcohol was for the longest time. I just used to find the cabinet and I used to drink dry vermouth straight.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, yeah. Thinking I was gonna get fucked up from it. Nope. Nope.
Dry mouth.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like it's a backwards, like, yeah, it
Yeah,
like backtrack for your
reverse dry mouth. Yeah, that's probably what it is. You can't even spit.
horrible, horrible thing. Fuck.
Horrible things.
All right, let's get back to football instead of talking about how we used to raid our parents' liquor cabinet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't put water back.
And All right. I don't know if you guys saw the Notre Dame Penn State game, so I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
James Franklin sucks. I've said it so many times, and I will stay saying it. James Franklin sucks.
He can't win against high
Can't
ranked teams.
he can't win a big game. He got to play against Boise
Yeah.
State for God's sake. Like, come on, like he got to walk in the park for his first round, and everybody was hyping him up, and then he finally faces a real team, and then he shits the bed.
Fucking
Like,
yeah. Rylan Leonard
So-
shut his ass, dude. I'm telling you, I went back to what I said earlier, dude. He was.
he could have had some better throws though. He keeps
Yeah.
looking a little weird.
I mean, it just, what I want to stop hearing is
that
that for one, and two, the hate on
Good.
Notre Dame that they can't win. Okay, look, those games back, that game against Alabama in 2013, they definitely weren't this team. But you can't blame Notre Dame for the way the setup was. Now the BCS is no longer, in this college football playoffs is allowing every team the opportunity. Um, Notre Dame has beaten SEC. They've lost they lost one game. They got lazy one game. But there's still this hate, like that, oh well, they didn't win a conference championship, or they did, the two teams in the national championship didn't win a conference championship. I don't understand what or how we make everyone happy with the college football playoff setup.
You can't unless you're a fucking Alabama fan or Alabama supporter or one of these teams, dude. I mean, regardless of who makes it in, there's going to be a hater on the outside for everybody. But Notre Dame has played tremendous football.
Johnny, since you're a Notre Dame fan, I wanted to ask you how you felt about Ian Book.
It I I loved him. He was we're talking the former quarterback in Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
the
entered the huh?
Saints quarterback.
Yeah. And well, I'll put it like this. Notre Dame does, since Montana does not have I mean, after Montana does not have a very good record of transitioning to the NFL. Notre Dame quarterbacks. It's just, it doesn't happen. Montana was the last great one. I mean, we had Jimmy Clausen, we had Ian Buck, you have fucking Brady. It just, I don't know what it is. Because I don't know, man. I really don't know. I mean, they just, it almost looks like Notre Dame quarterbacks are set up for the NFL, but when they get there, and
Set
it
for
doesn't
failure in
work.
the NFL.
Yeah, it's just, it's bad. So, I mean, I'm one of those guys that can separate my college team from my NFL team. So as soon as, the Notre Dame players go to the NFL, do I kind of pay attention? Yeah, a little bit, but it's not like I start rooting for that team. Would I like for them to succeed? Yeah. But you're not going to see a successful Notre Dame player in the NFL unless it's an offensive lineman or a tight end. And I'm kind of pissed that Notre Dame got snubbed in that fucking tight end university shit, because Notre Dame has been putting out fucking better tight ends in the NFL more than
They
any other
not have
fucking
Graham.
college team.
Did y'all have Jimmy Graham?
No, we didn't have Graham.
I thought y'all had Jimmy Graham. Did y'all have y'all had
No,
Darren Waller, right?
I can't look it up right now. I'm holding. No, we had who's the guy from Carolina used to play, Oh, dude, I'm brain farting. I should not have getting it. I got into tight end university, but I'm telling you right now, if you look it up, tight ends out of Notre Dame have been killing it in the NFL. More than Miami. More than I think Virginia was maybe another school that they had in there, but yeah.
Let's see. Tyler Offert.
Yeah, Tyler Eifert
He was
from
a dog.
Cincinnati.
He was a dog for Cincinnati for a couple years.
Yeah.
He was a good tight end. He was another good tight end. Kyle Rudolph.
Yep. Rudolph from Minnesota. He was there. He was a touchdown king.
Oh, another Viking that went to Notre Dame. Harrison Smith. Didn't he go to Notre Dame?
Yep. He's a safety.
The safety.
Yep.
Let's see. Not really seeing much.
There's more.
Mayer.
Mayor. Yeah. From uh
And,
what Chicago. Who's the tight end from Chicago?
Cole Kmet.
Yeah, Komet. He's from Notre Dame.
Tommy Tremble.
Trimble. Isn't Jaceki? No,
I don't know
Jaceki
what
is.
you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. We'll get off that. We'll get off that.
University of Miami is known
We can keep pulling on
as the
on the
says
Panthers.
Miami's
About
known
San
as
Antonio.
tight end U.
Yeah. It's
Notable
Notre
names:
Dame.
Jimmy Graham, Greg Olson, Jeremy Shockey.
Jimmy Shockey.
That's three. Yeah. I mean that's three. But I think Notre Dame has
Iowa's got some good ones. Like they have Sam Laporta, George Kittle.
yeah.
They had some good ones.
It's changing. The game is changing, definitely. I think the tight end is especially the biggest change in the game as far as like what we grew up watching. Because Joey, I don't know if you remember, it was always like you had blocking tight ends or you had catching tight ends.
Yeah.
And now these guys are both. They're like hybrids. And they're pretty much wide receivers that can block off the line.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, because they're big.
Yeah.
These kids are big nowadays, man. These kids are growing like way more than we've ever seen. And we, the guys we seen, like when we were younger, like man, that dude's a beast. These kids are coming out of college that size
Yeah.
of the guys we seen, Lawrence Taylor and this big Dave Henderson, or what's his name, Dave Durson. Is that his name for the Bears?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Who?
Chicago
Tight
Bears.
end?
No, defense.
Mike Singletary?
I Singletary.
What were you trying to say?
Brian Urlacher? Who are we talking about?
I was talking about Dave Durson.
William Perry.
William Perry.
Oh yeah, the fridge.
Oh, fridge.
That's not even his real name. Remember that fucking commercial with
I know.
fucking Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
The NFL's trying to sell you food. Okay, so Notre Dame beats Penn State and Ohio State beats Texas. What were your thoughts on that Ohio State Texas game?
Well,
Not gonna lie, I didn't watch it.
Did you think it was going to be that bad or what?
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I knew Ohio State was gonna walk out with the win, but that was just literally that was just a bend over and they just spanked Texas. Like,
Yeah. I
like
think that score.
like they spanked Oregon. I'm sorry, but they're gonna come in and they're gonna come into the national championship and they're gonna smack Notre Dame.
Excuse me, hold on.
hold on a second. Hold on.
Can't get this off without spilling.
Oh, I thought you was about to bless the Irish.
I am trying to be dramatic.
I thought you was about to bless the Irish.
What do you mean by spank?
I didn't say.
like,
Go ahead.
like it's just gonna be an ugly game.
What's the score?
I disagree.
I think it's going to be 35-17.
Joey.
Now,
Tough.
I about hit the last score, right? What was the
He said 28-14. It was 24-14. He
no,
said
I said
24-14.
24-14. It was 28-14.
You were right there. You're in the
Right.
ballpark.
Now,
35-17.
I'll be honest with you. I rode Ohio State all into this because I mean they're beating all the teams that they beat Tennessee, they're Oregon, they're beating everybody handily. But I do like Raleigh Leonard, man. So I got to pull for Notre Dame. And I don't see why there's no reason why Notre Dame can't win this game. Why he's laughing at me over here. I have
No,
no
I'm just
idea.
laughing at John.
Because I got you, man. I got to split 50-50 here at least.
I'm the same way.
There's no
My
reason why
mother
Notre
would
Dame cannot win this game. There's no reason why.
exactly. And they showed that to me last game versus Penn State.
Every game.
Like I was riding. I mean, I like maybe it's just me, the Catholic in me, that's like, they're great, but they can't fucking. They probably won't win this. I don't know. And they've proved me wrong every fucking game.
Marcus
Since
Freeman is gonna pull a Reggie Miller.
He'll be the first.
He's gonna choke.
No.
He's gonna pull Reggie Miller.
He'll be the
I,
first African American. Will he be the first African American national championship?
I, I think if Riley Leonard game manages and doesn't turn the ball over, uh, Notre Dame wins. I think the defense showed me that they are strong enough to hold on to. You heading out? All right, love you. Have a good night. Yeah, she can come in. I think the defense is strong enough to, especially going into this game. They may not be as talented defensively as Ohio State is talented. Wait, did I say that right? Notre Dame isn't as talented defensively as Ohio State is as talented offensively. So,
But
but
look out
I
Ohio
think
State's defense.
Notre Dame can beat that way.
JT Tulamau, like they've got some dogs on that defense. Caleb Downs.
They do. But old Marcus Freeman is a fucking hell of a coach. And that dude's been scheming all fucking week against Ohio State. I think Notre Dame makes it a fucking game. And even if Notre Dame loses to Ohio State, it's gonna be close. But I don't like saying that because I think Notre Dame has a very good chance, even though like they have Ohio State at -8.
Yeah, I
So
was like
that's a touchdown plus.
-8. I would take that. That I think
If I was a betting man, I would definitely bet the spread against that game because
what's the over under? Do you know that?
the over under is 45 and a half,
Ooh, yeah, I'd
right?
take that too.
I'll take
I
the
would take the under.
I would take the under.
I'm gonna take the over on that.
Mm-mm.
Really?
I mean if
Do you
you
think Ohio State's going to blow out Notre Dame that bad?
35-17, it'll be
That's
40.
52.
Yeah, it's 52 points.
So that's the under.
What is it not 45 points?
It's all together.
Over under.
You said I don't know how to do math. See, this is why I need my Asian friend here.
It's the over under.
And we wish him well. He's sick. We hope it's not anything
Oh yeah,
bad.
Oh
and the
yeah,
spread,
yeah.
and the spread.
Wish him the best.
Yeah. So yeah, so Chevy, you got Ohio State. I'm gonna write this down. Give me your prediction for the score of that game.
35-17 Ohio State.
35-17. Joey, give me your prediction.
I'm gonna go
Do it.
24-17 Notre Dame.
Oh, see, I like that score a hell of a lot better, Chevy. You need to take more after your father. Me, I probably shouldn't bet on it, but I am going to go 34-31 Notre Dame.
Game won a field goal, maybe.
Game winning field goal.
Yep, they're gonna do the field goal thing again, and because they have to test my patience like they always do. So
That's good thinking. So look at the Irish, man. Only
yeah,
I'm Irish, so you figure it out.
who gives a shit? We're all blended nowadays. Well,
Look,
guys,
some white man can't jump
right?
like that. He said, "Call it look at the Irish." Only I'm not Irish, so you figure it out.
Love that movie. Rosie Perez's tits look great in it.
When I want to drink water, I want to drink the water. I want you to go get me a drink of water. Yeah, she was sexy.
Don't ever do a Rosie Perez.
Oh shit, my bad. Is I still recording? No, I'm
It
kidding.
is, yeah, it's still recording.
I know I was kidding.
At least show your tits.